In this section of the course, we introduce some basic concepts useful for analyzing the production side of the economy, not the distribution and exchange side, but the production side. The concept of production, the concept of reproduction, and the concept of economic surplus. The production process, the activities of producing the means of human survival, involve inputs, the things that are used to produce, and they involve an output, the thing that results from production. What are the inputs? First of all, there's human labor, the act of people acting on nature to produce things. People use tools, materials, machines, and we will refer to those as capital goods in general. But in reality, it involves not just things that are literally capital goods, such as machines, but also produced materials, structures. The third type of input to the production process is things from nature: land, air, water, minerals that are under the ground. Note, I did not include money as an input to production in general. In our society, money is needed to get production going, but it's not the money itself is not used to produce things directly. So these are the three types of inputs for all economic systems. Technology, a term you hear a lot about. In the popular meaning, technology refers to certain kinds of products that are very advanced, but that's not what it means to an economist. Every product has a technology. Technology refers to the way in which inputs are used to produce the output. And technology changes over time. Technical change, or technological change, if you want a longer word, refers to a change in the production process. It can be using less of some input. It can involve using a different combination of inputs. And it can include producing a different output, a different product. The reproduction process refers to a labor process that produces or maintains people, giving birth to new people and raising people, caring for them, and doing such things as providing things they need for survival, such as cooking for them. Now, in the textbook, you will find an elaborate diagram that shows symbolically the role of production and reproduction in our economy and society. I'm not going to go through the details here. You can look through it. It shows some of these flows are circular and naturally replenished, and others are not. It's important to stress that both production and reproduction are not voluntary for society as a whole. They must be repeated again and again for our society to survive. They are necessary for human survival. Now, some of these activities are self-sustaining, if you will. Production and reproduction are self-sustaining with regard to people and capital goods. That is, the production process, people do the production process, and the production process, in turn, produces the things needed to maintain the people. Similarly, the process of the capital goods enter the process of production and are produced by the process of production. So it's a circular, self-sustaining process with regard to people and capital goods. But the third input, there's a problem. With regard to nature, the production and reproduction process benefits from the inputs from nature of land, air, water, minerals, but the production process does not replace nature. Instead, it does something worse. It dumps waste products into nature, a matter we will look into later in the course. Now I want to develop some of the key concepts that we'll use in analyzing our contemporary economy. The term total product or total output refers to the total of goods and services that are produced per period, typically per year in an economy. Part of that total product is referred to as necessary product. What does that mean? That means the part of the output each year that goes to two purposes. First, to maintain the people who do the production and reproduction at their current living standard, the food, clothing, housing, etc., that people consume over the course of the year, that is, people who are producers and reproducers. Secondly, the necessary product includes the part of the output that goes to replace the materials and capital goods used up in production. Those two parts together constitute the necessary product in the sense that that's the amount that has to be produced to maintain the people and to replace the machines over time. But more may be produced than just the necessary product, and typically is. The surplus product is defined, it means the part of the product that is over and above the necessary product. That is, you subtract the necessary product, NP, from the total product, TP, and if there's a difference, that is the surplus product. Since the invention of agriculture, long time ago, human societies have normally produced a surplus product. Now, keep in mind that there are three key questions about the surplus product in a society. First, who controls it? Who decides what will be done with the surplus product, the part of the product that is not necessary for maintaining the producers and reproducers and replacing the capital goods used up? Secondly, how do those who control the surplus product, how do they get it? What is the mechanism, the social mechanism by which a group in society gets the surplus? And third, what do they do with that surplus? What is it used for? If a distinct group in society controls and lives off, consumes from the surplus, such a system is called a class-based economic system. In a class-based economic system, there are two main classes with respect to the economy. The producing class, those who actually produce the goods and services, and the surplus appropriating or controlling class. Appropriate simply means to take or get hold of. In such a society, there will normally be a conflict between these two classes. Not all societies are class-based, but those that are, you can expect to see conflict between the producing and the surplus controlling class. We will look into these relationships throughout this course. Thank you.